And Mr. Wu. Mr. Wu.
Yes.
Are you available?
Yes.
Can we draft you? We want you to run in this country. We have an office in mind for you. I'll talk to you later. 谢谢. We are here, of course, to mark the 27th anniversary of the Tiananmen Square massacre, a day that will live forever in Chinese history, no matter how hard the communists try to erase it. As you all have heard already so eloquently, yes, all right, surely. 27 years ago, on June 4th, 1989, the streets of Beijing were filled with the sounds of machine guns and tanks, and the cries of wounded and dying students and workers. The People's Liberation Army was hard at work.
今天我们聚集在这里，是为了纪念27年前在天安门广场上发生的那一起惨案。这一件事情会被永久的铭记在中国的历史上，不管中国共产党用多大的努力去试图抹去这一惨剧。27年前6月4号的晚上，机关枪和坦克的声音充斥着天安门广场，学生、工人和无辜的市民，手无寸铁的他们被人民解放军进行残忍的屠杀。
How many died that blood-stained June morning? Hundreds? Thousands? The number is still concealed by the government, which insists that the massacre of June 4th was caused by so-called hooligans and disturbers of the public order. But the truth about the Tiananmen Square massacre cannot be denied.
至今我们都不知道具体受难者的数字，这是因为共产党把这件事情掩盖成一场由暴徒发起的对共产主义革命的反动行为。
And our presence here this evening ensures that the truth will be told about Tiananmen Square. We are also here this evening to mark the 50th anniversary of the infamous Cultural Revolution, Chairman Mao's personal revolution.
今天我们在这里依然还要铭记，现在是文化大革命在世界上臭名昭著的一起群体疯狂和政治阴谋发生50周年的纪念日。
We honor this evening, in particular, the bravery of, and forgive my pronunciation, Bian Zhongyun, the deputy principal of the Beijing Normal University Female Middle School, and likely the first casualty of the Cultural Revolution.
我们在这里还将记得文化大革命所记录的第一个受难者是北京师范大学的教授。师范大学啊，不好意思。啊。看着他翻，卞宗云女士。
That's Pian. Miss Pian, along with 4 other educators, was attacked by the Red Guards on false charges. She died after hours of humiliating treatment and brutal beating. She was the first educator, we believe, to die at the hands of the Red Guards, whose calculated cruelty is without parallel in Chinese history.
卞女士和其他的4位教育工作者被红卫兵进行了残暴的攻击，而且是基于毫无理由的一些指控。在多个小时的惨绝人寰的折磨之后，她去世了。她是历史记录中中国第一个由红卫兵残暴打死的受害者，这也是在中国历史上前所未有的暴行。
According to one reliable estimate, at least 3 million people died violent deaths during the Cultural Revolution. And of course, the government of China refuses to talk about that. But they do admit that 100 million people, 1/9 of the entire population of China, suffered in one way or another.
根据可靠统计，在文化大革命中，至少有300万人死于文化大革命的暴行。但是中国政府不愿意讨论这件事情。而在毛泽东之后的统治者承认，在文化大革命中，至少有1亿人，也就是当时中国人口的1/9，受到了各种折磨。
Now we must admit that the China of today is not the same as the China of 1989. Of course not. There have been significant changes economically. China has the second largest economy in the world. Why? Because it opened its gates to foreign trade and investment and allows so-called free market communism. But it still suppresses basic human rights like a free press, religious liberty, the rule of law, open elections, and an independent legislative body.
当然，我们需要承认，现在的中国已经不再是1989年的中国。为什么我们这样说？因为中国确实取得了一定经济成就，它已经成为了世界上第2大的经济体。原因是因为中国政府在一定程度上打开国门，允许了自由贸易和外来资本的进入，形成了一种所谓的具有共产主义或者说社会主义特色的自由市场经济。即便是这样，中国的人依然没有基本的人权，比如说媒体结社自由、宗教信仰的自由，还有法治社会的建立、公开的选举，以及建立司法独立等等，这些基本人权在中国都没有实现。
And who is responsible? Who is responsible? What is responsible? The Communist Party. The Communist Party, under the neo-Marxist president, Mr. Xi, dominates all aspects of Chinese life and society. And yet, remarkably, incredibly, brave, determined human rights activists refuse to be silenced, as we've heard here this evening. They continue to fight for a free and democratic China.
这一切的罪魁祸首当然是中国共产党。现在中国共产党有了一位新的领导者习近平，他采取了近似毛泽东主义式的统治，在他的暴政下，中国人的生活和社会各方面都遭到了残破的压制。但是尽管如此，那些勇敢的自由斗士们依然拒绝沉默，他们依然在为争取一个民主而自由的中国奋斗着。
My friends, we all know that the road to democracy is not an easy one. It wasn't for the United States of America when we started, nor is it for any other democracy. It's long, it's winding, and far from smooth. But the destination is well worth the sacrifice, as the peace and prosperity of the free world amply demonstrates.
在场的各位都知道，民主之路它并不容易，它是一条艰辛、曲折而且长久的道路。美国也走了这样一条道路。我们知道，不管这条路有多么的艰难曲折，它的终点，它所能够实现的目标，都是值得我们为之付出的。
My friends, the day is coming, and sooner than the Chinese communists realize, when China will be free. How can I be so certain of that? How can we be so certain of that? Remember, in January of 1989, the boss of the East German Communist Party looked up at the Berlin Wall and said it will stand for another 100 years. He said that in January of 1989. And in November, the Berlin Wall came down.
Yes, right.
亲爱的友人们，这一天即将到来，而且中国共产党越早意识到这一点，中国就会越早获得自由。 我为什么可以这么说？因为在1989年1月的时候，东德的统治者看着柏林墙说道：“这堵墙将会矗立不倒至少1个世纪。”在他说完这句话10个月之后，也就是11月份，这座墙倒下了。
Just as communism finally collapsed in Central and Eastern Europe, and then just 2 years later, the Soviet Union, so communism will finally end in China.
在中欧和东欧的共产体制被土崩瓦解之后的2年内，苏联也彻底的解体了。所以说，我们知道，共产主义的暴政不会长久，它是一定会崩溃的。
谢谢。I am with you this evening to assure you that the American people who love freedom, are with you. They're with you as you make your way toward a free and democratic China. 谢谢。
我今天站在这里，代表那些同样热爱自由的美国朋友们，向所有在场的中国友人们说：我们与你们同在，在你们追求自由民主的中国的道路上，我们和你们一起前行。谢谢。